Hello, and welcome to this lesson on the dual impact of particulate pollution. In today's lesson, we will explore how particulate pollution affects the climate through a phenomenon known as global dimming. Then we will understand the impact of particulate pollution on human health. So far, we've learned that the combustion of fuels is a major source of atmospheric pollutants. We've also discussed the properties of these pollutants, and specifically learned about carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and oxides of nitrogen in detail. The focus of today's lesson will be particulates. Particulates in the atmosphere can have a significant impact on the climate. When these tiny particles are released into the air, they have the ability to scatter and absorb sunlight. This scattering and absorption reduce the amount of sunlight that reaches the Earth's surface, a phenomenon known as global dimming. This reduction in sunlight can have various effects on climate and weather patterns. For example, less sunlight can lead to cooler surface temperatures in certain regions, potentially affecting agriculture and natural ecosystems. Additionally, changes in temperature can influence atmospheric circulation patterns, potentially altering precipitation and storm patterns. Particulates don't just affect the climate, they also pose serious health risks. When inhaled, particulate matter can penetrate deep into the respiratory system. Smaller particles, especially those smaller than 2.5 micrometers, often referred to as PM2.5, can reach the alveoli in the lungs and even enter the bloodstream. In the respiratory system, these particles can cause inflammation and exacerbate existing conditions such as asthma and bronchitis. Over time, continuous exposure can damage lung tissue and decrease lung function, even in healthy individuals. Unfortunately, the health risks associated with these pollutants don't stop there. Once particulate matter enters the bloodstream, it can affect the cardiovascular system. These tiny invaders can lead to inflammation in blood vessels, contributing to the development of atherosclerosis, a condition where the arteries become narrowed and hardened. This can increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Long-term exposure to high levels of particulate pollution has been linked to more severe health outcomes. Studies have shown associations with lung cancer, and there's evidence suggesting that it can lead to premature death. The cases of extreme weather in recent years have dramatically increased. Sea levels are rising and coral reefs are dying. Reducing carbon footprints and fighting climate change is crucial to protect the planet and provide a sustainable future for the next generations. There are many career paths for those interested in climate change. Environmental engineers design systems to reduce harmful emissions, such as carbon capture and storage, to prevent release of CO2 into the atmosphere after it's released from power plants. Renewable energy engineers work to develop clean energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Environmental policymakers protect the environment by creating laws and regulations to tackle climate change on a national scale. Sustainability consultants encourage and design ways businesses can reduce their environmental impact. In today's lesson, we delved into the dual impact of particulate pollution on both the climate and human health. We started by examining how particulates contribute to global dimming. These tiny particles scatter and absorb sunlight, reducing the amount of sunlight that reaches the Earth's surface. We then explored the significant health risks posed by particulate pollution. When inhaled, these tiny particles can penetrate deep into the respiratory system. Smaller particles can even enter the bloodstream, leading to cardiovascular issues. Long-term exposure has been linked to severe health outcomes, including lung cancer and premature death. This underscores the importance of reducing our atmospheric pollution and protecting ourselves and our planet. Watch the rest of the GCSE chemistry course at Sophos Education.